Kuleizam Africa, this is Leoleizam Africa. I was busy doing this spell and I decided to share with you on how I'm doing it. So basically what happened, Mona, is it's a red apple. You have to keep it, to cut it in halves so that it's like that, okay? We riba or so. We say hakatipa, you have to use a knife. You cannot use scissors, you cannot use your teeth, you cannot use a spoon. You have to use a knife. If you don't have a knife, go and borrow it, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta use a knife. Now, the next thing that I'm using here is honey. And I'm using honey. So I took the honey and I already poured it on it. That was the first thing I poured on both halves. Get honey in on both halves apple. And of course, instructing you to I want this person to be sweet to me, to love me like honey, to find me to be as sweet as honey, to really be addicted to my sweetness. Ka re ke boletse gore wena hane kana ke batla motho ono gore ai anthate wa utlwa gore ke monate wa bona anthate more than anything. The next thing that I did, I had to hair the hair muriri, hair from the two parties, one from the other lover, one from the other lover. So it must be two hairs. Well, two kinds of hairs. Enngwe ke a moratu wa hao, enngwe ke a hao. Now, if usna muriri, if you don't have the hair for the other person, you cannot do this spell. Okay, you cannot do this spell. Please don't tell me where will I find it. Please, I really don't know how you will find it. You know where you guys meet. You will find it right there. So the hair is required. If you don't have the hair, you can't do it. You cannot use just your own hair. So it must be the hair of the other person and your own hair. You put them together on the apple. Okay, just one side, just a little bit. You don't have to have bundles. No, just a little bit, as long as the hair is there. Even if it's one or two strands, that's okay. You need this. Now, as you can see, when doing love spells, I always have a red candle because it brings that vibration, that love vibration going on in this. So once I've done all this, I did sprinkle cinnamon because you know how much I love cinnamon in my spells. So ke loketse cinnamon le yona ke laetse hore ela a go bona hore na this person tell these things happen very fast. You get things together, get into organizing, they get together. So that's what I instructed my cinnamon hore. It must do things fast for me and to bring this person into the life. So you can end right here. You can just use those and then you will be tying it with a red wool, red thread. It must just be red. Okay. Now, being me, I always go over the top. I also put red rose oil, which is for love. So, Mara, if you don't have the red rose oil, it's okay. You don't have to do that. Now, I also put in jasmine powder, oil. Now, jasmine oil really helps as well in the matters of love. Jasmine oil works in the matters of love. So, it works just like rose oil, but it's much more aggressive. So, yes, I'm going to just put a little bit here, in there. Yes, you will love this person with all your heart. You will love this person with all your heart. You will love this person with all your heart. Yes, you cannot resist. You cannot resist. So that was jasmine oil. So now, but you don't have to do it, you to use it if you don't have it. Don't stress. Cinnamon, honey, the hair, then this red apple will work still. I just like going over the top. So I'm putting the two halves together. Now I'm going to start tying them. Okay. I'm tying them together because they need to stay together, these people. They need to stay together. I don't want to hear it. You will stay together. You will love each other. You belong to one heart. You belong to one heart. You belong to one heart. There is no change. There is no going back and forth here. You belong to one heart forever. Belong to one heart. It's a lot of work to do these things, mate. It's a lot of work. People will be like, do it for me, do it for me. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. Okay, so I'm tying up these people together. Oh, it's such a hassle. Goodness gracious. I'm telling you. Look at me struggling. So I'm going to make the knot. With the knot of one, you are tied together. With the knot of two, nothing can undo this. With the knot of three, the magic is now active. So I've tied my apple like that with the strings. Now my next step, I have to go and bury it. So once we will feel bjana ka uli red, wa ilo yepela, wa tlohela mola, and the magic is now in force. This is to strengthen the love of two people, to keep them together, for to always be in each other's heart. So that's what I will be doing. So I'm just going to bless it one last time. Bless and activate this spell. Let it work. Let me see the miracles. Let me see the power. Oh yes, bind the two people. Let them be together in each other's heart. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I'm done blessing this apple. So the next thing, they will be burying it in their home. So this has to be buried in your home, or in a flower pot where it will be closer to you to activate this. So mostly it's good for people that really live together. Otherwise, but it will still work. It will still work. But that's what it is. Thank you, and hope you will all be helped by this spell to keep your lovers to love life together, so nobody can come between you two. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love you all.